the Emirates, and then we're driving down the road, and I look behind me.
Oh, I've witnessed that before.
It was like playing zombies.
Yeah. I've been in the car.
They were literally just like running, chasing the car. Like
Arsene Wenger really knew of you, and then he said, "I like that guy."
My dad and my mum used to tell me a story that just to get me my first pair of boots, they had to work hard.
Welcome to FOOTY 258, and you know we're giving you the best football content on YouTube. Today I got with me some guys I've known for, one of them I've known for a long time, the other guy known for 5 years. To talk to their character, Tomi we have here, went on loan, he was there, and normally strikers, they're a bit of tension, they don't want to talk to each other, but he showed me love the first time I came in. And obviously Alex I've known since I was 8 years old through the Arsenal Academy. So yeah, man, how's it going, man?
All good. Do you know what's funny? I actually forgot you came on loan. When you came on loan, that's the first time actually proper met. Like we used to play against each other. But
exactly.
That's the first time we actually played together.
Yeah, man. So haven't seen you guys in a minute. I think the last time I saw you guys, I think it was on my birthday. I see it.
Yeah, on the road.
Yeah, on the road. So that goes to show you, like, you guys are always together. So people might not know Tomi as well as Alex. So just kind of explain your relationship and how you got to know each other.
We used to always play against each other. Coming through at Charlton and Alex at Arsenal, we used to have this rivalry, and it was friendly, but obviously very competitive at the same time. So Charlton always brought through good players, so did Arsenal. So whenever we played each other, it was always like, it's kind of like the ends. Like Arsenal had a lot of players, like growing up in South East London, North London, wherever. So did Charlton. So it was always a fierce rivalry, but it was good. More time we came out on top, but
whoa, I don't remember that.
Nah, because obviously all the times that you played against you, bro, we had all our main players playing up.
Yeah.
So we bring the young G's to play as well. Obviously, I won't push up on the time, so I was him. But yeah, no, that's how I met him, and then we actually got on well when we went to the Nigerian training.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Was it at Barnet training?
No, we played against each other, and we won 3-2, and then straight from the game.
Talk about the relation, not the game.
Straight from the game, we both travelled to Bishop Abbey. It was a place where there was a camp for the under 16s, and we shared a room. Okay. And then just from there, that's where we kind of like got closer than we were before. It was almost like before it was just a hi-bye thing where we played against each other, see each other out, say hello. But then after that, we kind of got closer and spoke more and chilled and that. So
well, obviously good vibes was attracting it. So it was inevitable that you guys would, come to a friendship like that. So yeah, let's speak on Alex. You just come back from Dubai, huh? See all the pictures on Instagram, blowing it up. How was it?
Yeah, no, it was nice. It was like a nice little break. Like first time that the Premier League's done a winter break. So
I thought
for me it was good, but like I just came back from injury, so I wanted to continue playing. But for the team, like it was good. It's good for to have a winter break.
I thought the Premier League organised it or something. I see all the Premier League footballers out there. I was like,
it was weird because like the players go at different times. So like there was 1 week where certain players had it, like Chelsea lot had it, and I think Man United lot had it. Different teams had it at different times. But then where we didn't have a game this weekend, we can just go and we had enough time so I had enough time to go to Dubai and
pet some bears.
Some lions and giraffes.
I know he's a squeamish type of guy, so how are you petting bears? But
I've conquered my fear, like that's calm. That's all good,
Oh, yeah.
I was actually, out of my boys, I was probably the most relaxed.
Here at FOOTY 258, we're proud to present you with the best football specific content. We work with many companies and many ballers to give you, the viewers, the best content possible. You, the viewer, we're always looking to help you improve your skill set. In order for you to improve your skill set and for us to keep making these videos, please click the link down below and buy some equipment. The equipment helps us run this channel, and also you subscribing to the channel helps us producing more of these videos to help you with your skill set and your knowledge of the game. Thank you for supporting FOOTY 258.
Okay, makes sense. So obviously you weren't there because you're in season right now as well. So 24/7.
Yeah,
there's no winter break for you.
There's no winter break for us.
Yeah, so I know you're probably sitting at home thinking, I wish I could be there. But
it was good to watch. Like I kind of lived it through them. So I have all of them on Snap. So just watching their stories, it was almost like I was there. So I could enjoy just living through them. So it would have been nice to go, but you know, obviously you just have to keep grafting.
What memories do you have on going on holiday with Alex?
We've been on
last one was IB for.
We've been on a few holidays to be fair. Yeah. IB for the most recent, and it was me, Alex, and one of our friends, and we it was good. It was good. It was like a.
It was last minute.
Yeah, last minute.
Little getaway in the weekend.
Yeah, it was a weekend, but we just crammed in as much as we could to it, so we got through a lot. And
I think I remember seeing that on Instagram. It was like a villa, like.
No, we had like an apartment where it was crazy.
Yeah, it was the complex was crazy. Yeah, it was like square.
It was almost like the view from the pool to looking onto the whole villa was just. Yeah. It just looked like it doesn't even look like it should be an Ibiza. It should be on an island somewhere.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It was really nice.
Yeah. So, how important is it for you guys to have a good relationship, or just relationships in general? You know, I see Alex. You're very family friend type of person, so how does that affect your mental state, and what is that, you know?
No, having family and friends key, especially the right ones that they motivate me each day to. Yeah. And I say without them I wouldn't be here in my opinion, because not even like for Tomi for example, like we both want to make it in football, always trying to motivate each other, but like I have like my family, friends, even with my sister, all the time, whenever I'm like anything to do with football, they're always there to help and support me. So I say without them I probably wouldn't be here today. Yeah.
So what type of motivation do you give them? So say for example for you're playing football as well. What does that give you when you're seeing Alex in this position? And
it's crazy because I remember back when we used to play against each other, and I remember when Alex had his little spell where things weren't going great, and I remember we had a conversation. And he was just saying like he doesn't really know, like he's not really playing, he doesn't know what's going on. And at the time I was doing quite well at Stoke, scoring, playing, and then it's just how things changed, and he just got his head down and went right to the top and stayed the same, and we still had the same conversations. So it was almost like it's motivational at the same time. It's humbling. Do you know what I mean? So it's good to see him go through the gears, and we still talk about the little things that we spoke about when things were the other way around, or like at the same level. So
everyone has their time and their moment, you know. It's not given to you all at once, so you just got to keep on believing in the dream, you know. I believe that if you're always good enough once, then you'll be good enough.
It's good. I think it's also good to have like a group of friends that all do the same thing. So we have similar friends that obviously play football, and same group chats where we talk about football and just talk about games and like, you know, a bit of banter every now and then, and it's healthy. Like it does like it keeps your mind fresh. So
So right now, location, we're in your up block.
Bro, I don't know where you're at. I just moved recently, so I don't know where you're at now.
So how's the relationship between the two cities? Because I know there's a big rivalry between Manchester and Liverpool. What's it like? Do you feel it? Do you feel it or not?
With the Manchester derby, nah, not like that. It's more like when I've been into Liverpool a few times just to like chill. Yeah. It's like there's redder than there's blue. So that's where I feel it the most. Especially there was one time I went shopping. Like one side was you're blue. Then the other side, no, I'm not gonna serve you. You're blue. It's proper deep. Like, I didn't know we that deep. It's like almost like Arsenal, Tottenham.
What about the two cities though, Manchester and Liverpool?
That one is still new to me because I just moved. But like when I played against Man United, and it was a mad game. That was mad game. But
it's always a big game, high scoring game as well.
Nah, this one was the last one we played was 1-1.
Okay.
It was 1-1, but it there's a lot of tension with the game. But I think like Evertonians, they're proper passionate about the football, so almost every game's a rivalry. So I'm still learning obviously Liverpool's the biggest game, but I'm still learning all the rivalries and how much football means to them. So but it's good though. It's good.
Yeah. So how often do you come up when you got free time? You know?
Yeah, when I have free time, like I try to come up, and obviously I know what it's like to move away from home and like be isolated kind of thing. Obviously moving to Hartlepool, that was
that's far, you know.
crazy. Like just
Way.
living by myself and not really obviously being so far away and in a weird location. Like it was hard for people to come up and see me, so I was like isolated. And at one point, like I didn't really speak to no one. Like obviously I had my conversations on the phone with my friends or whatever, but I never actually got chances to go home, or my friends never really had the time to come up and see me, so I know what it's like. So every now and then, whenever I can, like I'll come and check him, just make sure he's good, and just every couple of weeks or.
How would you say that affects your football then?
I don't think it affects, especially if off a good game on the Saturday. Like if we played well, won, and I'm on a high, then it's almost like I can just bring the vibes. Then we just go get something to eat, chat, and then don't like I'd still do my stuff. I still go train, go to the gym, and do a little bit to keep myself fresh. So I don't think it. In fact, if anything, it could have I think it'd have a positive effect to keep your mind fresh. You know what I mean? So football can be intense, and when you're so focused and just doing what you do, sometimes it's good to just have an out, just to relax and just clear your head.
I heard a story actually from Glenn actually. I remember he told me, so it was like the training session, maybe this is true, you can clarify it, where you went with the first team to train and you were just doing your thing, how you normally play, but I don't think Arsene Wenger really knew of you, and then he said, I like that guy, and you know, you were getting on a half turn apparently in these kind of spaces and you were just, you know, doing your thing. So how did that moment feel when you got that recognition, you know, that, you know, you're good at what you do?
The thing about Arsenal, which I'm grateful for, they'll give you an opportunity to go and train. Like, even if you're young, they'll always need a player, always need certain players to go up. And obviously, I will get the opportunity, even if I get told to go right back, play centre mid, whatever. But there was a time I got called. There's been a few times I got called up, and he's the sort of guy that likes players that play forward. And I'm the sort of player that likes to turn and go forward. So when it's like 3-touch, 2-touch games, I'm ready like seeing my pass, I'm ready know how to position my body before I receive the ball. So there'll be a few times he won't expect it because he didn't know what to expect from me. So then I'll be able to do it. So that's why from say 18 onwards to like 21, it would have me playing in different positions across the midfield, and even I had to play up front as well a couple of times because he didn't know what position was best suited for me. But then he said because of my style of play, I would be number 10 on the left coming inside, because ever since the day I trained with first team, he just admired the fact that I'm able to get the ball, turn and play forward, that my first thought's always forward. So that's something that he's always been proud of me for then.
Here at FOOTY 258, we're proud to present you with the best football specific content. We work with many companies and many ballers to give you, the viewers, the best content possible. You, the viewer, we're always looking to help you improve your skill set. In order for you to improve your skill set and for us to keep making these videos, please click the link down below and buy some equipment. The equipment helps us run this channel, and also you subscribing to the channel helps us producing more of these videos to help you with your skill set and your knowledge of the game. Thank you for supporting FOOTY 258.
After that, you break into Arsenal's first team properly, and it's funny enough you scored against the team you're playing for now. So everyone kind of knows the story from there, so I won't go into it in major detail, but I just want to know, how do you feel in that situation? I always wondered, when that moment happens and your life changes, what is that feeling? How do you feel?
That's a hard one, because even me, like to this day, I'm still the same person. Like I just find it. At first, I used to find it nice going to like. I'll go out. I'll go to the same spots with my friends. Like, used to go like Mornies, play football. Used to go places and shakes, go wherever with my family. But then, obviously, the more recognition I get, I'll get stops at.
It's annoying sometimes.
At first, it was nice. Like you're getting recognised for what you do, what you love. To this, it's even now, like it's still nice. Like people recognise and they love you for what you do. But sometimes you want that privacy. So I had to adapt to that. But then, what I had to adapt to the most is when you don't play well, and you get that abuse and a couple times.
Have you had it in person before?
Yeah, a couple times.
Seriously?
It's weird, yeah.
Obviously, you know, people will support teams and it gets a bit mad, but yeah, we'll touch on that a bit later, innit?
Yeah.
But yeah, do you just pinch yourself though? Just be like, rah, I actually achieved what I set out to achieve. Well, obviously you have end goals, so you're not there yet, you know, but you're on the correct path, obviously, you know.
Because the way football's set up, I don't feel like I've had time to actually deep how well I've done. I'm always trying to.
It's fast paced.
Yeah, I'm always trying to keep going. I'm not just gonna say, I'm at Everton, I'm doing really well in the Premier League team. I still want to continue to go as far as I can. So I haven't had enough time to actually dwell on the success that I've made and I've had, because I still feel like there's a lot more to come.
Yeah. Do you feel like if you were always, like you said earlier, you were always the best player in the academy, then let's not say the best player, let's say the most recognised player in your academy system, do you reckon you would have the same hunger now because you had it when you were too young, you know?
It's hard to say, everyone's different.
It's
hard to say everyone's different. Like, I believe even if I was, that because of the family, friends setup that I had, I'll still be motivated to go and push. Like, even when it was all going well for me and I was breaking into the Arsenal first team, I'll still go to my local mornies to play with my friends to improve on my quickness, my sharpness. So like, even if I'm recognised in the academy, I always go out to improve.
So tell me, what's the maddest thing you've seen around Alex? Because it's a bit different, like, you know.
In terms of what though?
Just like being like when we're together and like see something.
Like you say, like someone stopped him in Tesco and
there was a time when I can't remember who he played, but Alex played and he played very well. And it was me, Alex, and his mum and his dad in the car. It was at the Emirates, and then we're driving down the road, and I looked behind me.
Oh, I've witnessed that before.
It was like playing zombies.
I've been in the car.
They were literally just like running, chasing the car, stop the car, and then that part I think was kind of calm, to be honest. It's the fact that we bust the corner and Alex just pegged it. And you still see them running down the road like you're on level 20 or something, bro. That's what done. I would say the madness, but that was just like is this life like at the top like
It was at level 20.
No, it's like do you know what's that thing on zombies when like they start moving super fast, man? Like,
and the thing is, you're not driving no slow car either, so you put your foot down a little bit, it kicks.
I honestly think we kick still.
No, it was exit
like that, but it was kicking, man. No, he must have been about half a mile up the road, and I promise you there was still about 60 people chasing that car. And I was surprised that when we were on the motorway, you didn't see someone just like giving up on the side of the motorway, just on the side thinking.
So I believe out of all the people I met in football, your family is probably one of the most beautiful families I've ever met. So you got your sister in the back. Your dad, nicest guy ever.
Too nice.
I can't imagine the guy angry, you know what I mean?
Nah, there's been times.
Probably, but I wasn't there to witness. And your mum as well. I think even her name.
Patience.
Yeah, exactly. Patience.
It's all in the name.
Yeah, exactly. So, just speak on your family and what they mean to you.
My family's everything. Like, even our group chats daily, we're always talking.
You have a group chat? What?
Yeah, it's called Meet the Iwobis. forever chatting. My dad's always the one leading with bants. I think he probably sent another dumb video that we have to open soon. But always chatting to them. Always, even though I'm away, I'm still with them. Like, they're always here to support me. I'm always there to give back. Because over the years, we've always had that strong connection, and we've probably had obviously small arguments, but we'll always come back. The love in the family's strong, so we're always there for each other, man. It's a big part of me. Yeah, so
you know, obviously people don't see this, but you know, your parents probably had to work jobs and then, you know, take you to training from Essex you were living in. So all the way from Essex all the way to, well, it's not that far to be honest, but you know,
it's a bit of mileage.
It's a bit of mileage, innit? But so them doing that, you know, it's a sacrifice at the end of the day.
Of course, a big sacrifice. I remember like my dad and my mum used to tell me a story that just to get me my first pair of boots, they had to work hard, and back then you just take it for granted. I was excited, boots. But now when they tell me how they used to work, and my mum, like, she used to work hard just to become a teacher so she can afford little things, and my dad doing shifts that just non-stop. Like, it's nice because now I've told them, like, I'll take care of you, like my family, I'll take care of you. So they get to enjoy it through me. They get to have time off to relax because what they've done for me, that the sacrifice they have to put for me is mad. So it's only right that they have the time to relax, and they still travel all the way to try and see me play matches and all of that. But I tell them to put their feet up and enjoy their life, man. That's what they deserve after what they've done for me and my sister. So that's what they deserve.
That's good. Like, you know, I love hearing stories like that where you change your family's life through, you know, your hard work and repaying them.
Well, it's not just mine; it's their hard work as well. Yeah, that's what it is.
Exactly. Yeah. We just spoke about friends and family. Touching on that, how important do you think is it to be able to relax around your friends and family, you know, away from football?
I think it's always important because football is very intense, and when you're performing, when you're training, when you're playing games, like, you put 100% effort into it. So it's always good to find a balance between getting your head down, doing everything you need to do, and then also making time to see friends, catch up with friends that you don't see often, spending time with your family, you know, little things, you know, doesn't have to be crazy things, even if it's just staying at home for a day with your mum and dad, just doing nothing. It helps because obviously, like I said, football is just, it can be draining at times, especially when things are not going well for you. Like, I'm sure every player's been through a phase where they're not playing or they're not happy or there's just something not right with them, and football can take you to a place where, you know, you just don't feel comfortable, you're not happy. So it's always good to, like Alex said, have good people around you, people that motivate you, people that want you to be happy and, like, make you happy, like, being around them. Do you know what I mean? So I think it's very important to pick your friends wisely and keep your family close, because they're the only people that will be with you 24/7. Essentially, of course, you have your friends that will tell you the realness and be straight up with you. But then family's family. Like, family will, like, even all now, so my dad still has these conversations with me. Like, my dad came to my game the other day and he's giving me advice about, like, how, like, I took one shot and just the way my dad talks, it's like, you gotta move closer. I'm saying, Dad, I couldn't have, like, he did, like, he doesn't, like, we still have them. I'm sure you
man, my dad still,
so, like, just tell you how you should have shot, like, you should have used your side foot, and I'm saying, Dad, stop, man.
It's FIFA,
it's FIFA to them, like, it's but no, it's important, man. Like, I value everything my parents say to me, and I try to take it on board, even when I feel like like, you don't know what you're saying, man. But, like, they just want you to do well with it. So like, it's cute, man. From even my mum as well. Like, just it makes me smile when I think of times when they've tried to, like, talk about football. Because I know my mum doesn't know the first thing about football, but for me, she would try and learn things, and she came to a game and she said it was actually very good, like you were just running around, I was thinking, Mum, what were you watching, man? But, like, it's good to make them happy, and, like Alex touched on, being able for your parents to live through your hard work. Like, it's amazing to say to your family that you can just enjoy your life now, and I can do this for you, I can make your life easier, because I feel like that's probably every young boy's dream, especially playing football, you know, just to be able to change your family's life, and just to your mum and dad can wake up at 4 in the afternoon and just be chilling and just go and do something they want to go on holidays. You know what I mean? That's every young boy's dream. So I feel like that's what motivates, that's what drives the elite mentality and motivates you to want to do well.
It's partnered with Fuel for Football's leading performance consultancy. We'll be working with them in the near future to give you guys an insight on the pros and the experts. Today I've got a few clips to show Alex for a breakdown on his key attributes and his key moments. Let's get into it.
That's why I'm saying my head is better than yours as well. I remember in time,
What made you step onto the defender's blind side, and did he preempt the play?
Do you know what it is? They are playing 5 at the back. Adama is more of an attacking player. I knew he weren't going to react when the ball got broken. I thought, yeah, I'm going to be free. It just depends. I think it was Gilfie who's crossing it. And I know Gilfie has that vision to see it. So
Yeah, and once you did the hard part to get into the space and get into the box, how hard is it to focus and deliver in that vital, crucial moment and get the header on target?
it was hard because it was almost backwards. And me, I'm not one that can leap. So I had to make sure I can get good contact on it. So it wasn't even a case of getting power on it. Just make sure I have good contact and aim in a good direction. And because the pace was already on the delivery.
So in this game, what is your thought process at this moment? In a big game.
My actual thought process at the time, because it was a final, I thought like I've done well throughout the season. It was the last game of the season, and I thought I've done well to get into this, to get us to where we were. And then I found out that I'm not starting. I was kind of upset. Like I thought, oh,
it's your moment.
Yeah, it's my moment, but I was not starting. But it is what it is. I just thought to myself, when I come on, I'm gonna have to prove I should be starting. And I feel like that's probably one of my best games for Arsenal, even though I played in a short amount of time.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
So yeah, no. Every time I got on the ball, I created like 4 chances in like 15 minutes.
I remember everyone was talking about that, like on anything, social media and stuff. They were saying, "Oh, you should have started," but then people say, "When you're starting, you shouldn't be starting."
So no, but I just felt like that goal almost like it proved that. Well, not proved, but it's sort of a statement that maybe I should have started. But who knows what the outcome would have been. But
yeah, when did you know you were going to shoot in that moment?
You always say to yourself, it's always like that dream that ball's always going to come. It's always going to come. When it comes, and it comes like that. Second ball's going to come, but it never really comes. So when I think it was Aubameyang tried to shoot and he didn't get the contact.
Yeah.
And it came back to me perfectly. I said, I just need to get this on target because it's so easy to blast it over the bar. Yeah, bro, it's so easy to do that. So I thought, I'm gonna get good contact and it hits the target. It should hopefully test the keeper, but luckily for me, I was able to get the right connection. It swerved in past Kepa.
How difficult is that technique to master?
It's easy to get right, but hard to master because it's just a sense of being composed. Like I'm sure, like in training, 90% of people will catch it right and at least hit the target. But when you're in a game, there's a lot going on, and you're just eager for that shot to go in. You end up not doing that what's almost a routine. So that's why it ends up going over the bar. You end up losing that focus. So from the moment I came on, I remained focused, and that's why that shot was able to go in.
Have you practiced that before in training?
I wouldn't say repetitively. The ball just comes on just volume. But there's moments in training where it does come at you, like not maybe exactly like that, but similar, and you do have to work on it. So yeah, I've been playing football most of my life, so that situation's probably happened before. So
yeah. How is it playing against someone who's so powerful and so fast? Just simple as that.
For me, because I know he wants to go line, like he wants to get round because he's known for going round you.
Yeah.
No matter how much space he will find a way. I gave him space, so I know he's not one to hurt with a pass or one to. He just wants to dribble and go line. So I said, bro, like if you want to go line, I'm giving you. Like, I'm cutting off here, but I'm giving you enough space so that you can't burn me.
He's not gonna come in inside.
He's not gonna come in inside because he's not in his game.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give him space. So like, if he tries to knock it, I have enough speed and I trust in myself that he won't burn me. So then when he tried, I anticipated it, and obviously he's cat and mouse, and I got it right. So like, it was you just need to know who you're coming up against. And we've been watching clips. Everyone knows. It's hard to understand what he's gonna do, but everyone knows what he wants to do. Yeah. So at that situation, I read it right.
How does it feel? Do you feel his power on the pitch?
Because I had to play against him, like there were a couple of times where going shoulder to shoulder. There's even one clip on my phone that Pep sent to me. Like there's one time we're tussling. I don't know how, but somehow I megged him. It was mad. Like I megged him and then I passed it off because I knew if I take another touch, he's there.
So this one, so it's about your technique, how you're able to, do those little feints and, create space with step overs and stuff like that.
I don't know if that came from a set piece, but someone told me to make a run down the line, made a run down the line, and you don't want to waste the opportunity because these are the opportunities where your centre backs and all your guys with the attacking threat are going forward. So I said I'm gonna have to find a way to get past and deliver across, and it's almost like it's instinctive what I do. Like I don't plan, I'm gonna do this step over, I'm gonna chuck a feint. It's just wherever I can to beat my man, get that half a yard and cross it. And I'm lucky enough where I feel comfortable enough on both feet that I can deliver an okay cross.
Would you say you have to plan your route if you're trying to dribble past?
Nah, it's not really a plan. It's almost instinctive because you don't know. Like sometimes you don't know. You can't always 100% predict the way someone's going to defend. And I think it was Rashford. I don't know. He's not known for his defending. So we could have thrown a leg, and I probably would have been able to go over and get a penalty or something like that. Yeah. So you don't know what to expect. But
so that's a part of your game. What would you say the next evolution is? The next step in your game?
Stats. It's all about stats. I always say with him, it's all about stats. Yeah. It's not nice being able to dribble and to beat a man, but like this is where Ronaldo or like Messi, they beat a man, they score. You beat a man, you assist. So that's what I just need to add to my game. Yeah,
I'd agree, man. Spending time with your friends and being a good friend, supporting your friend that he's up here alone. Yeah. I remember asking your dad one time. I said, "When is Alex moving out? Like, when is he moving out the family house?" And he was like, "Nah, he's not moving out ever."
For me to move out was a struggle. Like I only moved out just before summer.
Oh wow!
Literally before, obviously I was still at Arsenal at the time. I literally just moved out before African Cup of Nations.
Okay.
So I said, I think it's time for me to become a man and actually live by myself.
Yeah.
Why are you asking? I've been speaking about it, but this obviously the move made me have to learn how to live by myself.
Can you cook at least?
I can survive with it. I don't need to cook, but I can survive. Like I've got. Let me just keep you honest. I can't cook, bro.
It's times when this guy is just
bro. Relax.
You know what I think you should do, yeah? Just after training, just focus, I don't know, maybe a couple weeks on going on a course, cooking course, learn how to
I tell you how I know this guy was doomed one time. This guy's doomed. One time, I think it was like 6 o'clock, evening meal, I was eating my salmon and whatever. And this guy was eating toast and
peanut butter
for dinner. Like,
but you know what it is? I'm mad lazy. As soon as I come home from training, I'm normally
tired.
I normally work hard. I'm tired of even today. I had a quick nap. I'm always napping, so come evening times, I always eat heavy at training as well, breakfast and lunch. Make sure I eat heavy, so by the time evening comes, I'm not dying like that.
I hope you know that's his excuse for not knowing how to cook.
Well, he's the type of guy, he takes home extras at lunch at training, innit?
I'm over that guy, though. I wish I could say I'm that guy, but luckily for me, my mum's made bare food, so if you check the freezer, there's still food.
Freezer thing, wow.
Freezer thing. Warm it up. If I'm low, I just go and get Nando's in it or something, or something. But my sister's up now, so she's taking care of me.
Fair enough. How are you settling in since you've been there?
At first, to be honest, they showed me mad laugh, but the only thing that was weird is that the accent, I had to adapt to that. The accent's mad. So they'll say things and I'll have to think extra
Do
before.
you think
I
it's
talk.
rude to just ask like, excuse me, what did you say?
No, but like, I'll say it 3 times. Like, what do you say? And then I just have to guess like what they're saying. But now, like, I'm at a stage where I think I can understand what they're saying.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a bit mad. When the more, especially when you talk to fans, that's when it's like difficult.
Yeah, it's hardcore, isn't it? Yeah.
Here at FOOTY 258, we're proud to present you with the best football-specific content. We work with many companies and many ballers to give you, the viewers, the best content possible. You, the viewer, we're always looking to help you improve your skill set. In order for you to improve your skill set and for us to keep making these videos, please click the link down below and buy some equipment. The equipment helps us run this channel, and also you subscribing to the channel helps us producing more of these videos to help you with your skill set and your knowledge of the game. Thank you for supporting FOOTY 258.
So we know a bit about Alex already, a bit about his story. Let's start with Tomi. So just take me back to the beginning, man. How'd you get into football? Did you like it to begin with? Who's your first team?
I remember when I was like, must have been about 11, 12, and I was playing for some local team called All Stars Rangers.
Okay.
And it was like, that's when...
Who's their rival? Celtic?
No, it was literally my dad used to take me there on his... Where did my dad used to go? He used to go somewhere and drop me there on the way. And then I used to just train.
He used to leave you there?
Yeah, but then the way it was going was down the road. So then you just come back and then... So like, that's where we trained, innit? So obviously all the parents dropped the kids off and then we trained and then...
You know, Caribbeans, we get a bad rap for that.
you actually knew stuff.
Yeah, but
obviously, like, you knew what it was doing, innit?
Yeah. Paid off though. Paid off. Yeah.
Somewhat.
Fair enough, man.
But yeah, so that was my local, and that's when I started to like enjoy football. And back in the day, like obviously I used to be fat, innit? So obviously I used to like play football to just like keep fit and whatever. But then I just had a powerful shot in it.
I don't kill you.
So like I used to play, and I went obviously in secondary school. That's when I started to pick up a little bit, but I still used to be quite heavy.
Okay.
So the teachers used to say, look, like if you like lose a bit of weight, like you could be alright. So I used to train 1-to-1 with a teacher. 2 teachers were Mr. Innocent and Mr. Keith used to take me into the gym after school and just run me for about 40 minutes every day.
Fair play, man.
And then
during school?
No, after school.
After school.
So,
but you know what? Yeah, that's a lesson for just anyone. You know.
Yeah,
like,
that's mad.
Like if you want to do something, then you got to work hard. Number one.
No, of course.
And number 2, like if you want to change your situation, there's no other way. You know what I mean?
Because I used to be that guy, like
Yeah.
in school football team. Like I used to just take. I had good techniques. I used to take corners, all set pieces and whatever.
Yeah.
But couldn't run, man.
Just send the midfield, just get it.
Yeah, and I just shoot from anywhere and probably score, but like couldn't move. So then I started losing weight and like training, like getting quite big in the right areas, and then I got picked up by Chelsea, and I went on a trial at Chelsea.
Okay.
And it didn't really last long. I was there for like 2 weeks, and they said that I'll keep an eye on you, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then a couple weeks later, I got picked up by Charlton.
Yeah.
And then started off at Charlton, and that's when I started to proper enjoy football, because again, like I was saying before, like they had a lot of people from ends, and so I was playing football with friends and people that from similar kind of background. So it was good to introduce like almost playing professionally, obviously at a young age for a professional club, like with people that are all
organised system.
do you know what I mean? Yeah. So then was there from 13 to about 17, 18. And then I finished my scholar at Millwall. And then once I finished my scholar, I went to Stoke. Yeah. And that's when I signed my first professional contract. Yeah. And when I first went there, it was like, it's crazy because I think I remember talking to you about this. It's like a different world. Like Charlton it was a good setup, but then it's all I knew because that's like the first professional environment I'd been into. So when I went to Stoke, and the first day I went there and I went into the training ground, I was just like, this is crazy. Like, I'm just a little London boy, like in this big old training ground with all these facilities. Like they're giving me some protein shake before training, and I'm thinking, blood, when do I ever get this? Like this is crazy. And then I took it in my stride, and played the first. No, do you know what? I'm lying. I didn't take it my stride. I trained my first training session. I trained for about 15 minutes with the 18s, and then the manager said, you're going inside and you're going to come back out with the 23s because like I looked quite sharp in the training session. So I was thinking, I've just gone from playing under 18s at Charlton to training with Stokes 23s.
Yeah.
So went and trained, done all right in training. I was a bit nervous, a bit starstruck. And then we had a game the next day against Everton at Southport. I remember it was at Southport Stadium. So they gave me some kit and that to take this home, turn up tomorrow and this and whatever. And I'm telling all my friends, like, I got the tracksuit and that, like I'm at Stoke. And then it was crazy because I got off the bus. Bearing in mind, this is like my first ever like semi-professional, in that game. I got off the coach and like there was some Stoke fans there and like there was just a few people greeting the players, asking for autographs and that.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking,
it's foreign, isn't it?
Yeah, this is weird. And then played the game. I come on for like the 25 minutes and I was so bad. Like I was so bad. I thought like I've literally blown my chance kind of thing because again, at Charlton, I never played with the 23s. Mill never really played with the 23s. So going to Stoke, playing against Everton, against the 23s was just a mad experience. And something that I was not ready for and could have never been prepared for. So then the next day, back in with the 18s, then we were playing Everton again on the Saturday with the 18s. And then that's when we won 1-0 and I scored like a crazy goal. Like it was literally nutmeg Tom Davis. I showed you, done it.
Was that the game?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So got it deep, nutmeg Tom Davis, played that wide, got into the edge of the box, got it back and just blazed it into the far corner. And then Mark Hughes was watching and the academy director was watching. And then from there, I literally just took it on and played West Ham the week after. I played against you, scored 2, 1-4-2, scored 2, played Leicester, 1-2-1, scored again. And that's when I got my deal. And that's when I just kind of got into it. That's when I started to settle into like playing football professionally. And it was good. So that year was a breakthrough year for me. And like I learned a lot from going through what I went through in terms of like being at Charlton and going up to Stoke and living away from home. Like that was when I was 18 and that's the first time I actually moved away from home and had to live away from home, and it was tough, but like I would do it all again if I had to, do you know what I mean? Like,
so after that time, then you have these ups and downs, and football's never straightforward. So you would say, what was stopping you from making that extra step, you would say?
I feel like I made some bad decisions in terms of I didn't trust the people that were helping me. Do you know what I mean? So, for example, like decisions when it came to signing contracts, my agent at the time didn't actually think the contract was right for me. He felt like it was right for me to go somewhere else, but because I, again, like I said, come from Charlton, a mid-table championship club, to Stoke that were doing really well at the time, had some big names at the club. So I said to my agent, like, I don't want to go somewhere else and potentially mess what I potentially have here. When looking back at it, it probably wasn't the best thing to, because looking at Stoke's track record at the time in terms of bringing through players, they brought players up to a point, but players never really like made that breakthrough. Whereas those other clubs where there was a bit of a clearer path, and I probably should have tapped into that, but I was scared as a young boy. I was 18 at the time, just been offered a professional contract at Stoke. How do you tell an 18-year-old trust your agent and go somewhere else? There could be something better. I just didn't want to hear it. I just said nope, signing it. And then from there, it kind of like, once it went downhill, I just kind of found it hard to find my feet again and just settle somewhere and just play football, because obviously football can be
football's turbulent, man.
Very turbulent. So
So how do you say your transition from you're playing, you're doing really well, and then you go into like the men's world, how would you say that transition is? Because it's not easy.
It was very tough.
I've been there. I went for a month non-league as well, and you know, I thought, oh yeah, I'm gonna kill it. You know, it's gonna be easy. Next one, January's around the corner, and they get a loan to League 2 team. Then kill it.
That's
there,
literally
you know
the mentality. That's how you think. That's how every player. That's exactly how I was thinking at the time. Like when I went on loan to Macclesfield, and I played one game, I scored 2 goals. I thought, what am I doing here? This is too easy. As a young boy, like you just think, oh, it's too easy. But that's where you literally just need to go again. Like get your head down and this is the start. Need to do this next week. Then the week after. Then the week after. And that's how you kind of develop that elite mentality where you're just going to go on and just be successful. But when you get a bit complacent and think, I've cracked it because I scored 2 goals, that's where you kind of become your own worst enemy. Do you know what I mean? So the transition was tough because playing 23s is nothing like playing men's football. Men's football is people have put everything on it. They're throwing themselves at the ball, and whereas in 23,
their mortgage, man.
Yeah, exactly, paying for their mortgage. Do you know what I mean? Simple as that. Whereas in the 23s, you're still young and finding your way, and you can I've seen some 23s games. Like I scored goals where people made some scandalous mistakes, and you just go and tap it in. And you're thinking, this would never happen in a league game. Like people would have their necks grabbed for doing stuff like that.
It's real talk.
And it was a tough transition, but I feel like it has made me a better player because the quicker you grow up, I feel like I've got like a little grittier side to my game. Like I've learned how to see games out, be a bit more ruthless, even though it hasn't come off at times in games. Like my mentality is a bit more ruthless, whereas I feel like if I stayed in that 23s kind of environment, I don't think I would have had the mentality I have now.
So just quickly, what would you say your misconceptions about you going into non-league was?
It's just being around. For example, some non-league clubs, as you know, are not full-time. So your mentality is, I want to wake up every day and just play football, go in and train and go, that is it. Whereas some players that play non-league are literally, it's just a job to them. Like it's just the way they earn money. Like they don't necessarily love football. They don't necessarily want to train the hardest they want as they possibly can. They just want to go in, pick up your money. I know it sounds horrible, pick up your money and play on a Saturday and go home. Whereas me, I was still in the mentality where I wanted to play at the very top. Like I wanted to be an elite footballer. So that was probably the main thing that killed me. Like training and the lights go off and on the Astro and like you have the next team the next people have to, there's kids coming on after that need to train, that need the Astro, and I want to just do some extra finishing or whatever, and you can't. And that was painful. Do you know what I mean? And stuff like that you used to take for granted. I remember when I was at Stoke and there was extras always put on every day. Like there was even keepers that literally stayed for extras that wanted to do extras, and I used to just be one of the first to go in, and obviously I'd go in the gym or whatever, but I could have been out there just kept practicing every day, and I did. And then now when I actually want to do it, like I can't. So that it hurts, like it's painful.
I understand, man. Obviously you got time to redeem yourself. You're still young, so let's go on to Alex now. Alex, it's not always been sunshine and rainbows for you either.
Here at FOOTY 258, we're proud to present you with the best football-specific content. We work with many companies and many ballers to give you, the viewers, the best content possible. You, the viewer, we're always looking to help you improve your skill set. In order for you to improve your skill set and for us to keep making these videos, please click the link down below and buy some equipment. The equipment helps us run this channel, and also you subscribing to the channel helps us producing more of these videos to help you with your skill set and your knowledge of the game. Thank you for supporting FOOTY 258.
You know, people just see you now and think, just went there, it happened for him, but you know, I was along part of the journey with you as well. I remember a certain time that, you know, just weren't rating you, like, you know what I mean, like in the academy system. So actually I've got a story actually. We were in a tournament and it was in Holland, in like
Willem II or Willem II.
It was like, I can't remember what it was called, but so we're winning 2-1 in the semi-final, and then I'm playing with you. You're number 10, I'm number 9, I'm making a run. I'm like, Alex, just put it in the corner. There's like a minute left. You're dribbling, you lose the ball.
Oh, that's Willem Soir.
Yeah, and then they went and got a score.
Yeah.
So, like, that whole thing about, that was a stigma with you, you know. Everyone was like, oh, Alex, you don't know when to give the ball. You know, he's maybe just does too many skills. That's what he wants to do. So, you know, once you overcame that kind of stigma and then you started to shine, I think from probably that point on, like around about 15, 16, you really started to shine. What was your thought process during that period where, you know, you went through your bad stages and you just took off from there, really?
Oh, bro, there's been, even after that, there's been a lot of, like, difficult situations, but, like, I'm the sort of guy that I like to prove people wrong. So, like, even though I'll have that about me saying, oh, he wants to keep the ball, he wants to do skills, I'll probably try next game do skills in the right area on the right time and assist or pass or get a goal for someone. I like to, because there's this saying, you're only as good as your last game, and everyone remembers what you do last game, so that quickly got forgotten about as soon as I put it right. So that's the mentality I have. If I have a bad game, there's always another game that you can go and prove yourself. So
So from there, you got offered a scholarship.
it was just a scholar, bro.
Just a scholarship.
I was the only, because you know what's mad? Everyone, we know we played for England. I was the only one in my age group that played for England and only got a scholar.
Crazy.
So I had offers to go. It was Celtic, Crystal Palace.
Aston Villa?
No, it weren't Aston Villa. It was another one. It might have been, but I can't remember. But I remember Crystal Palace and Celtic were the main two. I actually went to Crystal Palace training ground. I can't remember who the manager was. Spoke to him. I meant to go to Celtic, but then my dad said, like, you're basically born and raised in Arsenal. Like, trust in them. Even if it means just working on, my agent at the time, he's still with my agent, said work with them. You can better yourself as a person, as a player. So I didn't end up going to any of those clubs and stayed at Arsenal.
I remember at that time, I would admit it, I was saying, I think you should go.
Even me, I was saying, nah, because, like, it's weird how I was the only one, like, I'm not going to mention no names, but everyone was playing for England and they had pro straight. Like, as soon as they turned 17, pro. And there's only me that played for England and at that age and wasn't getting that same respect.
It was weird.
It was weird. And it's like one of the first times it ever happened, so it was, like, weird. But I just had to take on the chin.
So, obviously, you go through that stage and then you go through the youth team, you stay on, obviously. How was that playing in the youth team, and was that still a struggle for you?
The first season, yes, because obviously it's 18, so it's combined with your age group and the old age group. I wasn't playing as much. There'll be times when there'll be like, there's four of us. I'm going to say Glenn Kamara because he still plays and he plays at a high level. We'll still be there just training by ourselves while everyone's playing a match. Then there'll be times like youth cup, in the squad. I'm just thinking, like, is this really for me? But we used to grind, and there was four of us, and Glenn was one of them. We always used to work hard behind closed doors. And then obviously the next year, when you're 17, 18, you're one of the older lot, you have no choice but to step up. That's when I think
took it.
I took my grasp, especially in the youth cup, where we got to the semi-finals. I feel like I was heavily involved, even scoring against Charlton to get to the semi-finals.
Watching you two here, it's just like, it seems like a bit of twin stuff going on.
What's going on? It's so deep, because when we, like, if you actually analyse, like, we do not look anything alike, but people always say, are you not twins? Are you not brothers? And I'm just thinking, like, open your eyes, like.
I think it's the hair, obviously.
Yeah, I know, a lot of people have similar hair, but they don't say that. Maybe obviously because I'm around them. Do you know what I mean? Like, around each other, it's just that people think that, but I don't see it, honestly.
No, if you were looking from the back, I think maybe. Yeah.
What? No.
I don't know what you have for breakfast. Honestly, bro.
So shout out your barbers, man, or who does your hair? Like, who's your?
You first did it.
Yo, right now, moved away, so currently using a guy called Romeo.
Okay.
He lives in Liverpool, but when I go back to London, I use Just Cuts, Justin.
Okay, yeah, he's everywhere.
But obviously, because the way our hair set up, I get it twisted by my mum. I had it done in months, but I need it done.
Okay, what are you?
Well, I've been going to a guy called Islay. Like, he does me well. Like, I've been going to him for a couple of years now, but sometimes he can be like overly busy. Okay. So like I've got a barber closer to home called Marcus that I've been going to recently, recommended by a few of my friends that live in my area. So
Okay.
I've got good reviews for him. So yeah, shout out to them.
Yeah. I see you look like you're obviously you want to be stylish. You like your style. How important is that to you? You know, to look good.
I mean, I think it's always important to take care of yourself. You know, like, and everyone wants nice things. You know, but I just feel like style is just like, it doesn't necessarily have to be like big names. It's just what you feel comfortable in and how you rock it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I see it as a way that you can express you.
Yeah.
It's like you dress how it's you, like how you feel. Like
how you feel in it. Yeah,
you feel. So.
You're in love with bears now, yeah. Like you've got the bear.
Well, no, because I tried to go for the Palm Angels thing. So like,
okay, it makes sense. Yeah.
That's right. No, but I feel like dressing well is a form of good manners. I always say it.
Oh yeah, smelling good as well.
Smelling good.
I think
it's
better than looking good.
It's better than looking good.
Here at FOOTY 258, we're proud to present you with the best football-specific content. We work with many companies and many ballers to give you, the viewers, the best content possible. You, the viewer, we're always looking to help you improve your skill set. In order for you to improve your skill set and for us to keep making these videos, please click the link down below and buy some equipment. The equipment helps us run this channel, and also you subscribing to the channel helps us producing more of these videos to help you with your skill set and your knowledge of the game. Thank you for supporting FOOTY 258.
In our culture, you know, we're black British guys. Obviously Alex was born in Nigeria, but he grew up in...
Let that slide, like, bro. I don't know why you make a big deal, like,
he grew up over here, so, you know, it's a big thing in the culture just for us to just look good, you know, like, it's not that deep of a situation. So when you hear people, you know, judging us on that and, you know, they're almost, you know, putting on a stereotype for us, like, how do you kind of see that, you know? Like...
You just try to block it out, you know, just like, you just focus on you and like, you just do things because you wanna do it. Like, I feel like I get mine from my dad, like, just the way my dad is, like, my dad's always just trying to, you know, my dad's like, he's always trying to, you know, look good and just big like, big
guy.
So like, that's where I don't know, like, that's when I learn, like, I get certain traits from my dad, certain things from my mum, you know what I mean? So I feel like the dressing, like, more of my dad. My mum's very easy, like, she just, wherever she sees, my mom's like,
it's not easy. Yeah, mom just as good though.
No, it's like easy as in she's not fussy. Like she'll see something and she's like, oh yeah, that's nice. Wear it. But my dad's like very picky. Like, you wear a blazer and be like, oh no, shoes, no, You know what I mean? So that's what I feel like. Maybe I get a bit of that from my dad.
Yeah.
That's what you.
As for me, my dad does not give a damn for what he's wearing. I even have my sister here to vouch. Like, we're trying to improve him because he actually does not give a damn. The sort of guy, like, it's hard to get him Christmas presents because I'll get him a Christmas present and then he'll go return it.
Seriously?
Like, he hasn't, because he sizes a bit bad to get it there.
Okay,
so he'll go return it, get the peas, and then give it to like family. He's the sort of guy that'll help family.
I understand.
So like, I rate it, but we want it like
for him.
We want it to take care of him, like, to enjoy it. He don't give a damn. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. Like, you go buy a £2 shirt and wear it. But then I'm like something, spoil yourself, enjoy it. But like, it's just his mentality can never change. Or we're trying, like, even like, he don't like to go away unless it's football. Like, but we're trying to change him. So
it's good.
Can't let that still plays for him.
Still plays.
He's got like a footballer's mentality. Like,
no, he still has a like. Bro, if give him a ball, he can do kick-ups and that. Like, he's hard.
He can do 5 or 6 though.
Yeah.
But it's all 1 foot.
Yeah, 1
foot balance. He's like this, doing hot smoke. But no, he's my dad is definitely from my mum. My mum loves the dress, and my mum loves to do fancy and stylish. So definitely get it from my mum.
So we just clarified there's nothing wrong with how you dress. Wrong. So, you know, when people are in public and they're just saying, you know, about, you know, the way we might walk, the way we might talk, dress.
People always want something to talk about, you know, like like it's just a conversation, you know, like it gets people talking. That's the only way I see it to keep myself sane. Do you know what I mean? Because if I see it any other way, I'll just lose my head because people, like, I don't know, like, I just feel like dressing and, I don't know, wanting things, or, I don't know, I've seen people recently, like, dressing very differently. Like, for example, I was in Manchester this weekend and I see someone wearing just a baggy yellow tracksuit, like.
I know what you're on about.
and he was just happy, like. Yeah. And when he was walking, like I was seeing people looking at him, thinking,
"What are you wearing?
What are you wearing?" But he was just smiling 24/7.
That's what I love about you. He wears it with his chest. He wears it with his chest. It's just doesn't mind.
That's what I'm saying, and it's not even about trying to. I don't even think with him it's about trying to like do it because I can and people to look at me. It's actually what he likes. Do you know what I mean? It is. So, but like I said, it's just something to talk about. People want something to talk about. And people have debate, like people like there's shows and people debating about things that you're just thinking, why is it even a topic? But
why is it a topic?
It's a conversation. Do you know what I mean?
So you think that those discussions and everything? Do you think that has an effect in football when fans are hearing that on the radio or on a show and that kind of goes into the back of their head and then you see what happens on the pitch where players are walking off the pitch? Do you think that has any correlation or do you think it's just people?
I don't think it's got a direct correlation.
Nah, some people can take effect to though.
Yeah, no,
I've seen like it takes effect to some people.
Yeah.
Like even like going off subject, I think like Love Island and that. Like everyone reads what hate they get.
Yeah.
So like it's hard. Like,
I think you have to be a very strong person.
Yeah, you have to be, man.
To not even look at things that are being said about you when you know guaranteed people are talking about you.
Yeah.
However, taking it in a constructive way, like you can't really, when people are talking about you personally, there's no positive way to look at it, but I just feel like you just have to be a very strong person and see the end goal. Like everyone goes through almost like a trial and tribulation in their life. Like, or for example, talking about Love Island, you said like people are getting abused and whatever, but at the end of it, you could live a very good life if you do things properly. So it's just like anything relating that back to football, like struggling and grinding and going through a mad time when you're playing badly and not out the team. If you get your head down, work hard, and get yourself back in the team, start scoring, start keeping clean sheets, wherever it is, you can sign that new contract, which changes your life. So it's almost like I kind of relate it back to like everyone has a trial and tribulation. You just have to be strong, and different people are made to deal with different things. Like for example, I don't know if I could deal with people messaging me or saying horrible things about me, but I can do the trials and tribulation football-wise. Do you know what I mean? I'm built for that. So
we're gonna get into a few questions now. I'm gonna start off with the fun ones between Alex and Tomi. So who has the better dress sense out of both of you, would you say?
Probably say Alex, I'll even lie.
Fair enough. That's honesty.
Bro, I'm an honourable guy, bro.
Okay, this is a different one. Obviously, you both play football. Who's better at heading?
Me.
Yeah, that's definitely.
Even though
I've got 2 goals for Everton and they're both in my head.
Well, even though you might came to the Barney game and my head was kind of mad still.
Oh, bro, no, after that game, bro, my head is definitely. I've got 2 goals in my head this season. My only 2 goals.
I got one in it, but you get me. My head is like I'm talking about all round heading, like not just what you say, just
all round, like
all round flick on,
defensive headers.
Yeah, just play at Stoke, innit?
You have no choice but to learn how to head, bro.
Alright, who's got the weirdest like laugh?
I think.
Bro, your laugh, bro, it's loud.
No, but
and it's
but
high.
my laugh. But when he laughs, like he pauses and pulls the ugliest face. So it might be.
Bro, but your laugh, it like the first laugh, I'm dreading it because my ear rings, bro. You know your laugh is funny.
Yeah, my laugh is mad still. I won't even lie. Yeah, probably me. I won't lie.
Alright, cool. Who's the better driver out of you lot?
Ooh, that's a cue.
I think it might be me. You know. Definitely. Bro, you get me.
To be honest, it's been so long because of the location. I haven't really been in a car. I haven't been in your car.
Yeah, you have.
When? When's the last time we went
to town? When you were at Stag Ridge. I went to.
But I don't know, man. I think I'm a better with.
Nah, you're a wizard. I've never.
So it's hard to say. It's hard to judge that one.
Yeah, it's a hard one still. But me still.
So who's got the better taste in music? You say. He's playing the tunes and
Afro beats him only. Yeah,
no, but I feel like I'm versatile though in terms of
I'm
like.
more versatile than you when it comes to
music.
So could you like house, for example?
Yeah, bro, I can bang house.
Would you listen to?
Bro, you not see you when I beef for, bro? I was cutting shit.
Yeah, you're cutting. I wasn't still, but I like the music, but I wasn't cutting it. Yeah,
bro, I'm more versatile than you. You know that. We could go on our phones now and I guarantee the genres are.
I don't think it would be, you know, but I listen to even like, for example,
Here at FOOTY 258, we're proud to present you with the best football-specific content. We work with many companies and many ballers to give you, the viewers, the best content possible. You, the viewer, we're always looking to help you improve your skill set. In order for you to improve your skill set and for us to keep making these videos, please click the link down below and buy some equipment. The equipment helps us run this channel, and also you subscribing to the channel helps us producing more of these videos to help you with your skill set and your knowledge of the game. Thank you for supporting FOOTY 258.
like before I go to sleep, I listen to Daniel Caesar, like someone like that. You would exactly, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Do you know what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I listen to him like before I go to sleep.
Guys,
And
man, this guy does Afrobeats only.
on my life,
This
bro.
guy,
I
man.
promise you. Like I listen. I even told one of my teammates to do it. Like to help him sleep. Like even when I have a nap after training, like I'll listen to him and like help me go.
Guru thing.
No, it's just like it's just like it's like singing but with instruments. It's just a nice, just nice for my ears, isn't it?
Fair enough.
Yeah, I take that one still.
So tell me something about each other where, you know, it's a guilty pleasure, you know, it's a hidden secret that you guys do. Maybe you love watching Love Island or something.
I can't lie, we've been banging it though.
Yeah, we even have a little group chat where it's just like so funny talking about Love Island and like it's just
it's between the group chat between me, him, Shemi Ajayi and Ola.
Yeah.
And it's always funny because Ola's watching in Italy and it's come like he's always late.
Yeah.
So when calls like, no, don't tell me. And then
and it's even funny like when we compare stuff on there, like just for example, like we just asking some of the silly questions like who would you couple up with and how everyone's answers are so different. And then there's always one winner.
There's one winner.
Yeah.
I gotta say, you know the winner.
The winner's already
Ola's
like
the
he
winner,
wins, like
he's
just
different, man.
he's just a different guy.
Well, if you can, you need to interview that guy. Obviously, you'll die.
I want to, but obviously he's in Italy, so I don't think I have enough time before I go back, man.
I'm trying to think. That's a good question. Something that Alex does that is just crazy. I don't know, man.
No, I know yours, bro. The whole friendship group know about this. This guy likes to. It's what we call social engineering. This guy, like, I rate it because he wants to save money with everything. But say even getting trained, who will try and bump the train system, saying, "Oh, my train was earlier. They charged me extra £5. £5.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm on that.
He will go to the extreme lengths to go. He will even miss the train.
Do you know what it is though? Like I do it for everybody though. As in like I'll twang for everyone. Like if there's a way to save money or save everyone money, like I always put it to them. But obviously this guy's got issues.
No, because I don't like the whole stress of actually going to. I can't be bothered. I'm lazy. I'd rather just go on the train. This guy will do the. For example, like. Say if I go and buy a Vimto or something, and I'm going on the show, but why do you buy the Vimto, man? They're gonna give us.
Let me even talk about. So look, cool.
Yeah, bro, like,
so when we get the train, like we'll go first class, So you get free complimentary food and drink on the train.
Yeah.
So we're walking to the station. And he'll walk into like WH Smith's and buy a drink that you're gonna get for free on the train.
No, you don't. You only have the small cans of Pepsi.
You get unlimited,
and
bro.
It's more expensive, isn't it? This train station.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But he's got issued it.
No.
Don't change up, is it?
Oh man, I just want.
I'm joking.
I just don't like.
They don't serve Ribena.
No, they don't, but you get me. You can make do in it, like apple juice, orange juice.
I'm not thinking about. I'm just thinking about the juice at the time. This guy likes to move everything.
Yeah, no, because like me, I like there's for example, like if I'm getting on a train and I know that I pay for a ticket where I know I get complimentary food and drink, there's no chance I'm gonna go to the shop on the way to the station.
Man. Just little other things, man. Anyways, yours social engineering.
Yeah, cool. I'll take that.
I'll put that all in capitals. You can even branch it here. Social engineering. No, I know what yours could be for me though. You say I'm too nice to people. You say I'm way too nice.
That's not calm. Yeah, that's what a calm. Like just a nice, like very nice to anybody. Like, as in, just I wouldn't say that's one of his things, but I've never met someone. So I think he's actually genuinely the nicest person.
But is it hard to say no? Sometimes.
For me at times, but now like this year, like
I don't think it's a bad thing, but sometimes I don't know. Like it's like almost like not like he doesn't want to, but if he really could do it without being rude, he'd say no, but he just can't be bothered to say no. So
I don't like stress. I don't like problems. I just rather deal with it and just leave me alone.
Next question.
weird thing
Yeah,
that
to-
this guy does.
Okay.
So obviously everyone, like if I'm pointing at you, like if I'm pointing something out, I'll be like you. This guy points like you.
Oh, now you're gassing,
Bro.
I already
And
told
the
you
matter
how
is,
it
you
was.
even justified it and said that is the normal way to point. Like
I didn't say it was normal. I just said at the time I was like this, innit?
I told you to point something else out. Like so, you were pointing at something like there. I said point at something there. You were like this.
I went like this. I was probably like that.
Yeah.
I was like that.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's very weird.
Yeah, one of the weird things he does, yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the weird things still.
Pointing.
Yeah, man.
Madness. Let's talk about Nigeria, man. Obviously, you know, Alex is, you know, playing for the national team now. Tomi, you're also from Nigeria as well. Just speak to how you feel about Nigeria, and when was the first time you can remember going to Nigeria?
I used to go to Nigeria quite a bit when I was younger. I even went to, not a lot of people know this to be fair, I went to school in Nigeria for a couple of months, didn't it?
It is all coming out now.
Yeah, no, I went back to
You're bad.
No, it wasn't anything. I don't think it was anything like that. Like I faintly remember, like when I was younger, like I went to school in Nigeria. When I was living with my grandpa for a bit. So
How was it?
It was good. From what I remember, it was good.
How old were you?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I was young. I was very young.
No.
You want to tell the people? You want to tell the people?
It was very strict. Like as in like everything was very strict, but it was good. Like from what I remember, like it was good. Like it was the learning, the way they done things. It was very strict, and that's why I don't know. Like it's a very easy stereotype to make, but Nigerians are very set in their ways and they're very strict at how they do things. You know what I mean? And back from home, like that kind of like cemented it for me. Like I understood that.
Yeah.
But Nigeria's like I wish I could actually go Nigeria more than I've been going. Yeah. The last time I went was I actually missed a holiday. My friend Diesel went to Marbella and I was away with the 23s, so I couldn't go. But going there and just training with the 23s, and it was training for the Olympics, and it was just a good experience, and like I pushed myself, and the training was crazy because like do you know what I always used to say, like when you compare like St George's Park, for example, like the facilities were like are unbelievable at England's training ground. They've got anything that you need or you could possibly want to improve yourself, they've got it. But then you go to Nigeria now, and where we were training was crazy. Like it was just mad. However, the spirit and the vibes were just unreal that I would not even change it for anything. Like before training, everyone come together and sing, dance, pray, and then everyone would train hard. The conditions are like rock hard pitches, bobbly pitches, but the quality's still so high, and everyone's spurring each other up the banter. Like Nigerians, I just think Nigerians are just funny people. They're just funny people, and being with some of the Nigerian the 23s players that were doing playing in different countries, and just the way some of them that were even playing in Nigeria, just the way they were, you can't sit with them for more than, if you sit with them for an hour, you have a six pack. Like you just start laughing. Like just some things they say, little sayings, little things they do, are just. It's just too funny. Like I so many stories like in Nigeria that I just think about that just kill me, man. But yeah, Nigeria's I'm sure you even have bear in it.
Bro,
like.
I have stories for days, man. I have stories for days.
So who was your favorite player growing up in Nigeria? Would you say? Or playing for the Nigeria national team, or in the Premier League?
Probably Kanu, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the way he was just like he just. You know what I'm trying to say? Like he was just very like tired, but he was like he's still going and he was still doing like crazy things, and everyone's just thinking he scored some crazy goals. He link up plays, he just had long legs, and he was just gangly, but he was he was unreal. Like I used to watch Kanu back in the day when he was playing for Arsenal, and he's someone that inspired me kind of to, you know.
Yeah, okay, we all know Alex, your uncle. You're probably sick and tired of hearing it, but apart from your uncle, was there anyone else you admired?
Nigerian?
Yeah.
Bro, why though?
So,
bro, at least turned it off, man. You know, hear the briefing. That's a fine, you know.
Yeah, that's a fine.
That's a fine.
Here at FOOTY 258, we're proud to present you with the best football-specific content. We work with many companies and many ballers to give you, the viewers, the best content possible. You, the viewer, we're always looking to help you improve your skill set. In order for you to improve your skill set and for us to keep making these videos, please click the link down below and buy some equipment. The equipment helps us run this channel, and also you subscribing to the channel helps us producing more of these videos to help you with your skill set and your knowledge of the game. Thank you for supporting FOOTY 258.
Another Nigerian besides my uncle, it will probably be, in a weird way, probably Peter Odemwingie, you know.
Do you know what? That's
I actually rate him as a player, and he was like an attacking player, exciting player. So
yeah, like grit, innit?
Yeah. And I saw him not too long ago when I was in Nigeria, and it was a nice chat. Like he's easy going, nice to chat to. Just to keep on doing my thing. So
yeah.
Funnily enough, he was at Stoke the same time as me, and he obviously recognised my surname was Adeloye. So he said, "Oh, what part of Nigeria are you from?" I told him. And then he used to kind of just look out for me because I was a Nigerian, like
nice guy.
I was only 2 Nigerians in my age group. He used to just have good conversations with him. He's a good guy, a very good guy.
Yeah. So Alex, just talk about your experiences for, playing for Nigeria and how that makes you feel. You're celebrated by your people, and it's actually your background, your ethnicity. So.
Well, first of all, when I just land in Nigeria at the airport, before even land, when you're catching the flight I had to catch from Heathrow, and the Nigerians there, when they see me before I even get on the plane, "Oh, Alice, how are you?" It's mad, like the way I'm loved, I can't even describe it. Even before I become who I am now, when I went to the under-23 trials and I was just playing, 21s at the time. It wasn't 23, it was 21s, but it was the Olympic team. The love I was getting because I was just at Arsenal and I was obviously a coach's nephew was crazy. Like, you almost get treated like, I get treated like I'm a prince, and I don't feel like I've done anything to deserve it.
Yeah.
So like the love that they have for me is mad. The way, obviously Nigeria's a bit different in the sense where England's a lot more organised, but the spirit that Nigerians have, like they'll do everything to make sure that I'm okay, make sure my family's okay. Sometimes it's a bit over the top because where it's a bit more, I want to say poverty, but it's a bit different how England is.
Yeah.
They want me to come and help them, to bless them as much as I can. And to be fair, that's where I go. I always usually go with my dad because he's easy to he's easy to access, and I prefer them to chat to him because as much as I'm Nigerian, he knows Nigeria, lived there, so he knows how it works. So in the sense of when he wants to bless them, when he wants to give some people money, if he gives them t-shirts, because that's what they really care. They just want a t-shirt with my name on it.
Token.
But it's nice, Nigeria.
Now we're gonna get into the football edition of questions. Start with Tomi first. Who's the most underrated player you played with, you say? Someone who didn't get the recognition that you think they should deserve.
When I was at Stoke, there was a player called Peter Macrelos.
Okay.
I don't know if you might not know him.
Maybe.
So he was when I first went there, he was my age, and he was playing the year below because it was just a bit of politics. He didn't sign a contract that they wanted him to sign. Like, he wanted to sign 1 year, they offered him 2 years. That old nonsense.
Yeah.
So he was playing down. And I just want to say, as he was playing a year down just to mess with him, but he obviously just kept it calm, played, trained hard. And it was so funny because it came at a time when I came to Stoke, they just started playing him back with our age group, and he is the reason I got signed. Like, he's what, like, even to this day, I think he's playing in Greece at the moment, but he stopped. I think he stopped playing football for a bit, then he started again. He's playing I'm pretty sure he's playing in the first division in Greece. But he was technically came from Barcelona. Okay. Signed for Stoke. One of the best.
That's
technically.
A mismatch,
Honestly.
Yeah,
he was so technically gifted, like just nutmegging people in midfield. He used to do things. It's like for example, like when I played with Alex in Mornies, for example, like just little things Alex does, like he would do it like in 11 aside. So when I'd get the ball, like everyone's running.
Run.
No, everyone's running and he's just standing still.
Oh yeah.
So you just give him the ball and then you just run.
Yeah,
You just run anywhere.
You just make it run your
and then
flank.
he just put it in, and I'm running in 1v1, and I'm just thinking, wait, what just happened?
Yeah.
And then he just made it very. It was so easy to play with him. Like he was playing in centre midfield. Every single time the ball could get slung at me, and he'd be within 5 yards at me. So even if my touch is bad, it's almost like a good touch, a good pass to him. Like he'd just be in the right positions every time. So it's just a shame that I didn't get to play with him more. But he is
Most
definitely
underrated.
100% most underrated player.
What about you, Alex?
Glenn Kamara.
Oh,
That's it.
yeah.
I knew you were gonna say him.
Glenn
Yeah, I knew
Kamara,
you were
most
gonna say.
underrated guy ever. Like, ask anyone that was at Arsenal, bro.
Probably my question came from him.
Is it?
Probably,
nah,
yeah.
Bro, most underrated. You can ask anyone, they
Yeah.
can vouch.
Do you know what's funny? Do you know when he was on loan, and I used to speak to people that
Colchester.
Yeah, Colchester, for example, and Southend.
Southend.
And they were saying that he used to do things in training that no one could ever even imagine doing, but they just never gave him the credit, or never gave him the recognition. And
Football's a weird sport,
It's
isn't
weird.
it? Because you could be at that level killing it, but I think it's just sometimes it's the wrong people looking after you, like maybe the wrong manager at the wrong time, but it's good to see that he's doing well.
No, it's
isn't
good.
it?
No, he deserves it. Most underrated by far.
it was funny. A funny story about Glenn. Yeah, I remember when we played you man at the Britannia, and these times me and Glenn, like, we knew of each other, but we were not really friends. Do you know what I mean? Like, we just knew, like, we kind of knew each other. We were both on the bench. So we were warming up, like, just jogging on the side, and Glenn was just screwing me. Like, we're screwing each other as we're warming up, like. But I was thinking, like, I think I screwed me. But then we just kept screwing each other. So, like, I ran that way and he ran that way, and we're screwing each
You're
other.
not childish, man.
They went to the ends, and then you're running back. We're screwing each other again.
You're not childish, man.
And then,
Just say hi, man.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I was
Yeah.
thinking, like, obviously, like, we're both, like, young, just,
Nah, but Glenn's mad cheeky.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
cheeky. But then turned out that
West London, boy, innit?
Yeah. It turned out we both had the same agent. So there was a time when we both were together, and we're just like
screwing each other again.
Yeah, looking at each other,
You're
then
not
we
that
started
childish,
talking, and then Glenn's one of the few. He's like even as a friend, like, he's one of the people that I don't even get to speak to as much as a lot of my friends, because obviously where he lives and he's always busy, whatever. But he's just a great guy, man. That's just a great guy, man. He's a great guy, isn't it?
Here at FOOTY 258, we're proud to present you with the best football-specific content. We work with many companies and many ballers to give you, the viewers, the best content possible. You, the viewer, we're always looking to help you improve your skill set. In order for you to improve your skill set and for us to keep making these videos, please click the link down below and buy some equipment. The equipment helps us run this channel, and also you subscribing to the channel helps us producing more of these videos to help you with your skill set and your knowledge of the game. Thank you for supporting FOOTY 258.
Okay, so next question. Where's the stadium that surprised you the most? Where, you hear about stadiums like Old Trafford or, Barcelona, Nou Camp, you're like, yeah, the biggest stadiums in the world. But the stadium that you were most shocked by, where you was like, raw, I didn't know that you're going to get this kind of atmosphere, or maybe the pitch is close, the fans are close to the pitch or something like that.
I'll say Emirates, because that's an easy one, because like when we played against Arsenal 23s at the Emirates, obviously I knew Emirates was a fairly new stadium, was a wicked stadium. But when I walked in there, it felt like, when I walked onto the pitch, it didn't feel like a football stadium, it felt like a theatre. Like, it just felt like this is where they're going to start playing opera.
Yeah,
and that.
violence.
Man, it just didn't look like a football game where people are going to be shouting is about to happen on this pitch. Like, I just felt like
poetic.
But that's a very easy one. But like a strange one was St James's Park, because obviously I knew that was a massive stadium and whatever. But then when I walked onto the pitch, so we walked down to the far end. Like, I was just like walking on the pitch, and I turned around, and that's where obviously the big stand is. I was just looking up,
big,
and I was just looking up and up and up, and then I started to get nervous, like thinking, man, I don't think I'm cut out for this, Like, this is a bit scary. But like, that was just I knew the stadium was big, but that stand was just, I don't know. Do you see a stand and you just think, you just get goosebumps thinking that this is a bit, it's a bit weird. But yeah, definitely.
What about you?
Not played in, but been in Borussia Dortmund. Their fans are
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
This is because obviously we had the privilege of playing next gen.
Yeah.
So we played against the under 19s at the time, and
Yeah.
I think this is when Hector was actually breaking through.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, so like the fans, the way they are, like you know how they turn away and they start jumping.
Jumping
like,
up. Yeah.
I think that's the first time I ever saw it. It was mad.
Yeah, that's
It's normal in Germany though. To be
It's
fair.
normal, yeah, but
Yeah.
for the first time we seen it, I was like, wow, like this is
Yeah.
mad. Like, that was crazy.
Yeah. Okay, so who's the coach you say you've had in your careers that means the most to you?
John Perkins, rest his soul. He died a few years ago. He gave me my professional contract when I was at Stoke, and he was at the game when I played the first game against Everton and had a stinker.
Yeah.
And he was there, and he still said, "Look, like forget about that game. Like I see a player in you. Like I'm gonna work with you." And just every day in training, like he was just very hands on with me. Very like he wanted me to do well, and. I don't want to say if it wasn't for him I wouldn't have signed, but he was a massive part in me signing for Stoke. Like if he wasn't there, like I wouldn't have felt so comfortable to sign. So like I thank him and I thank God for everything that he done for me, and obviously God rest his soul.
Yeah, rest in peace, man. How about you?
Means the most will probably be when I was playing for Ripaway, man, local team.
Yeah.
Like, still like part of the family now. His name's Steve McKenzie.
Okay.
Probably means the most to me out of everyone. Even though obviously I've had Arsene Wenger gave me my debut, I worked with him a lot.
Yeah.
But I'll say coach that means the most to me, part of the family, Steve McKenzie. 100%.
Yeah. Well, was it just you brought through, or?
Nah, he brought me and Tuba through,
Yeah.
and there was one guy, I can't remember his name now. There was another guy, I don't know if he's still playing football.
Okay.
But yeah, no, me and Tuba. Definitely means the most to me.
Fair enough. What's a thing that many people from the outside, not in the football game, you would say get delusioned with? What is a misconception they have about maybe footballers or maybe just football in general? So for me, it's always, I see people saying a Premier League player is rubbish, I can understand from the outside point of view as well, but I never understand when a footballer says that, because like if you're not at that level, to be at that level,
I think
you need to be a good player. Yeah,
it's very easy to get that misunderstood, and like a lot of, especially the higher you go up, a lot of things that are like people just see on a Saturday, turn up on a Saturday, they come and watch on a Saturday. He played bad. He's a bad player, but they don't see what gets put in every day, from the training, the diet, the preps, the stats, everything that you have to put in to know about the other team, formations. Just there's so much that you have to learn and be able to be adaptable, like on the pitch in terms of formations, playing different formations, playing different ways. Like I'm sure you play for the way Arsene Wenger was very different to the way Ancelotti is in terms of. That's what I'm saying. Every manager is different, so being able to adapt and play under a certain manager, then play for another manager. People just see you turn up on a Saturday, he played bad, like he's a bad player. Like there's so much that goes into it. Like even people behind the scenes, a lot of people don't give them enough credit from. Even like the media team, the people that record games and go out and watch other teams and see how they play, feed things back. There's so much that goes into football, and people just see, all they actually see is a few clips on Instagram of training and on Twitter and whatever, and then just turn up on a Saturday, and that is what they see, and but then that's all they can go off. But if you break it down and understand what goes into the everyday life of playing football, I'm sure a lot of people that say this person's rubbish, this person's good, football is easy, they wouldn't last 3 days. I don't think they last 3 days.
Depends who's saying their opinion, bro.
Yeah, literally.
No, football's very opinionated. That's not everything though. Like, for me, I say if you're in the Premier League, you're there for a reason, because Premier League is one of the best leagues, probably the best league.
You've shown you're good enough in the past to get to that stage.
There. So, but obviously, it's very opinionated. Some people are just not lucky to get the opportunity to play there. So it just depends on your opinion.
Do you think transitioning to Nigeria, do you think that helped you in your perception in the media? Let's say sometimes, for example, if you're a footballer who looks like yourself, you don't maybe get the love and recognition than you would from your people, and that's what you have in Nigeria, right?
Yeah, but the main thing for me coming over to play, I think it shows that a lot of foreign English players are a bit scared to go and make that transition, like to play outside of England for their country, because they didn't want to stay in their comfort zone. They've known England, like I can give loads of names on. But it's the same with any country. Some people just want to go and play for their actual home countries. But for me doing that, like there's been a few after, like Ola Aina that came. And even that Viv Solomon has come as well. So like it shows that you can come out your comfort zone and represent your country. So like I feel like, I don't know if maybe I was the first to do that, but I feel like I've given people that.
I feel like you were,
I might be, so it's like I've given people that it's possible that you will enjoy it. You can step out your comfort zone and enjoy playing for Nigeria.
You just spoke about Nigeria briefly, but Kelechi guy, I see him on Arsenal Fan TV or whatever. Speak about him and how you got a relationship with a fan. That's kind of
he's someone I actually admire a lot, man. Like, he's one that will always try to big up his players as much as he can. Like, and especially being Nigerian, he's always there for me. He's always, even when like I'm playing games in England for Nigeria, he's come, he's talked. He even come to the hotel a couple of times.
Is it? Wow.
Yeah, he's come to speak to me. He's actually a cool, nice guy. He's just a normal guy. Obviously, everyone just sees him as this mad vibe that they see on Arsenal Fan TV, but he's actually a proper down-to-earth guy.
Here at FOOTY 258, we're proud to present you with the best football-specific content. We work with many companies and many ballers to give you, the viewers, the best content possible. You, the viewer, we're always looking to help you improve your skill set. In order for you to improve your skill set and for us to keep making these videos, please click the link down below and buy some equipment. The equipment helps us run this channel, and also you subscribing to the channel helps us producing more of these videos to help you with your skill set and your knowledge of the game. Thank you for supporting FOOTY 258.
You played under some mad managers. Think about it. Like you played under Arsene Wenger. He speaks for himself. Managed Thierry, Dennis Bergkamp, Vieira, Ian Wright, players like that. And then you had Unai Emery. He won, was it triple UEFA Cups?
With Sevilla.
Yeah, with Sevilla or something like that. That's a that's a big thing to do. And then now you're under Ancelotti. The guys manage guys like Pirlo, guys like Shevchenko, Kaká, Cafu. Cafu as well. So talk about someone like that. You're playing under someone like that now.
Once again, the same thing where Unai Emery came late. When he came, I was injured. So it's always going to be like, it's literally against Arsenal, I got injured and he was watching in the stand. 10 minutes injured. So then he said to me, it looks like I'm bad luck as a joke. When he said to me, Alex, like, take your time, when you're ready, come back. So then, obviously working with him, his ideas, like, they're just crazy. He's not a guy that speaks a lot, but when he does, there's a lot of wisdom. And I believe that he has a lot of faith in me, because the game against, he was always telling me come back as soon as you can, when you can train. I even came back quicker than expected. And then where I just came back, he threw me the deep end straight away, playing against Watford. Didn't expect to start. First game back, usually you come on from the bench to make an impact. Threw me and started straight away, and I was like, oh wow, maybe this guy has a lot of faith in me. But like in training, like he brings out the best. I've been training very well under him, so learning a lot, and I'm enjoying the time so far.
So Arsenal's new manager, I can't remember. Did you play with Arteta? So did you ever imagine that this guy would be a manager? Could you see it back then or not?
I could see it. I'll never ever think it, but I can see it, because he's always, especially for me, he's always talked to me on and off the pitch, trying to help me, trying to be a professional. So I could always see it.
That's good.
Didn't know be Arsenal though, but I could always see him being a manager.
It's quite a quick transition that he went from never managing a team and now he's managing a team. It seems like he's doing a good job. So what do you guys want from your careers? You've been playing football your whole lives. What do you guys want from your careers?
When you play football your whole life, like you always just want to see the end goal, and like for me, it's literally like I just want to take care of my people's friends and family. Like I just want to give back to the people that believed in me. Just the simple things really, like like obviously football and getting to the very top comes with its benefits, of course, but my in my head, like those things are always there, but my actual goal is just to, similar things to what Alex said about just let your family just
be happy, be relaxed. I never want to see my mum and dad stressing about anything, or I just want them to be settled, and football is just like the platform for me to do that. And sometimes when I lose, not lose picture of it, but like when you start to forget about why you did it, I have them little moments when I think like this is what I'm doing it for, and then it like drives me on again. So definitely family, friends, and loved ones, people that have put faith in me. It's just about repaying them, even your friends that believe in you. Like I always have conversations with my friends, people like Alex, and like mentioned Glenn, like talking about football and always just speaking positively and just keeping you on track, so you can't let them down as well, as much as yourself. So it's definitely coming down to that.
What about you?
Basically the same. Like football wise, I want to be the best player I can be. I want to create as much history as I can in my life, so I can look back at it and say I've had a successful career. But along the journey, my family and friends have been there. I want to live the best life I can be. Football's a short career. So like, you have to be smart with what you do, and the amount of work I put in, I want to say when I finish football, I'm able to live a great life. Look back at the memories, but I'm living a great life. I'm happy to say this to like my kids, if I do have kids. Say this to my family, like, wow, look at the life we've lived. My family are relaxed, everyone's relaxed, my friends are relaxed. So I just want the end goal is just for me to be happy and my family to be happy.
Yeah, just one last thing quickly. What advice would you give to, let's say, a 14-year-old, 16-year-old self of yourself?
Stay humble, definitely stay humble, and try not to look too far ahead. Do you know what I mean? Like, have short-term goals, little goals that take you to where you need to go to. Don't do one good thing and think you've cracked it, because I think that's the problem a lot of young people have, and me as a youngster as well. Like, I scored a few goals for Stoke and I thought, oh yeah, I've cracked it. They're 23s, not even their first team, 23s, and I thought, yeah, I'm gonna be big dog. Like, you have to keep going. You have to keep your feet on the ground and like become a seasoned pro before you can start thinking, yeah, maybe I'm in a good place. You know what I mean? So obviously, I'd say just probably to stay humble, just to be humble and not look too far ahead into the future.
Yeah, what about you?
Mine is what I've been told from my dad, my uncle. Always have that license and freedom to express yourself and enjoy what you're doing. If you're not enjoying what you're doing, then there's no point in doing it. Like, where that's why I still love the game. I always play with a smile on my face. Always able to express myself. Like, wherever you do, not just football, express yourself and be happy with what you're doing. Listen to what people have to say, but have the license to express yourself.
Okay, yeah, just plug yourself, Instagram, social medias. What do you guys have going on in your life right now?
Everything Tomi Adeloye, innit? Just
and Alexander Iwobi, Insta, Twitter, Snap is Alex Iwobi. I do like to show my life. Like, I like to snap how I live so people know that I'm a normal person, not just a footballer. I don't like the statement I'm a footballer. I like to live like a normal person.
More than an athlete.
I think that's important with him as well. Like, him, obviously seeing him from 6 years ago, Alex now, like, nothing has changed. Obviously things have changed in terms of his life, but the way he is has always been the same. And like, I still see him as that goofy kid that was 16 just being a goofball, but he's the same goofball, just living a better life. Do you know what I mean? So I think it's also good to see, and it's important to realise that just because you come into a new life and you just like things are good, you don't necessarily have to change. You can still be yourself. Do you know what I mean?
FOOTY 258 signing out. Alex, Tomi, nice doing business with you.
It's been a pleasure, bro.
Thanks, man.
For more content like this, like, share and subscribe.